Hi there, it's Wendie Pett with Visibly Fit, and I have my friend Cynde Bock with me here today. She's with Media Relations, and I have had the privilege and honor of coaching her for the last 7 weeks through my Visibly Fit coaching program. And we just thought we'd have a little powwow and see just kind of where she is today. It's been a couple weeks since she graduated, and I'm going to let you share the goods on how it ended up for you after that 7 weeks, because I was just blown away about how just disciplined you were. And that's what makes any system work, to be honest with you, is discipline and due diligence. And you put it into action. You put the plan into action. So I'm just so proud of you. What did you accomplish after 7 weeks?
Well, it's been exciting. It really has. I guess maybe even just to step back a little bit further as far as why I decided to do Visibly Fit.
That is good.
I've done a lot of different types of things. I've done, things from Weight Watchers to just more working with a personal trainer on my exercise. But I've never had a program where it encompassed mind, body, and spirit. And I'm a spiritual person, and that component is very important to me. And I actually did another one too, that it was just a spiritual component, but it didn't have the exercise and the food part with it. And so it's so important that in our lives, we incorporate all three of those. That's what God intended. He created us that way. Absolutely. And so it's important that we don't look at them as separate compartments, but that they're all combined into one. Okay. And so I think that's the thing that when I watched your introductory video about offering the consultation, it's like, I need to talk to Wendie. And I knew Wendie before when I used to work at Media Relations. So I know her heart, I know her passion. And so those were all key things that, drove me to, let's explore this a little bit further. So it's been a really exciting journey. It really has been. And the journey's not over. This has been the beginning. I've been getting the instruction and the foundation. And now it's time to build on that and to expand beyond just me, but also to my family and other people. So that's been fun as well. But when I started, since I started back the end of September, I have released almost 30 pounds and have released 24 inches.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
right?
It's really fun. It's really fun.
It is. And so after the 7 weeks, you released, it was 23 pounds and 21 inches, something like that?
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
correct.
So phenomenal. And I'm so glad that you mentioned kind of why you did this to begin with. So thanks for sharing that, because I think that's everyone's why is different. And we might want to tackle even more deep about your why. And I know you were going to be a first-time grandma, and you just had a lot of reasons of why you want to be healthy, right?
Right.
But you mentioned about your family and how your health isn't just a selfish, all about you thing. You're seeing the ripple effect within your own home, correct?
Right. I look at, scripturally, it's called seed time and harvest. And I look at the seed, and Wendie, you planted a seed in me, and it's had some time, and it's, and instead of like, I'm not getting bigger, I'm getting smaller, but my message, it's given me a platform to share the gospel.
Amen.
It's given me a platform to share about living healthy and making different choices.
Yes.
And I've had, with my family members, we're having Christmas at our house, and I am making a traditional Christmas dinner, but I'm also having some other options on the side. Obviously salad, which I never would have thought of having in a Christmas dinner. So, it's just, some different things like that, but it's nice it's here. I have a little bit more control. So that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. And then they can see what's in my cupboard. So that'll be fun too. But my daughter-in-law, she's, we are trying to get together every 2 or 3 months. She lives up in the cities, and she says, well, I found all these plant-based restaurants that we can go check out. And, so it's like, great, let's go do that together. And so I'm excited about that. My husband is diabetic. And through this program, he's released 10 pounds, but his blood sugars have become more stabilized.
Awesome.
And just encouraging him to let go of more of the meat and be more plant-based as we move forward, but not pushing.
Yeah.
He needs to do it on his own time, and he sees the differences in me, and he's actually really excited for his next doctor's appointment, where they'll be testing his blood sugar levels.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about it. Yeah.
So it's had a big impact on him. So he does his 2 salads a day, and I'm getting him off of processed meat, so he's really not doing that much anymore.
Yes. Good.
He hasn't done potatoes and butter and all that. He's like, gosh, we haven't bought butter in like 3 months.
and you're surviving and surviving well.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Some people ask me what I eat, and I quote Wendie. I said greens and beans.
Greens and beans. I think I'm going to do shirts that say greens and beans on it.
You do. I think that would be good. I mean, it's like just exploring and finding new recipes and learning a new way of cooking. That's all a big part of it.
Well, and what about the Visibly Fit exercises that you introduced into your world as well?
Yes. The 7x11s are great, and really they only take like 15 minutes. It's not a huge time commitment, and they're easy to do. I find too that I usually do them in the morning before I go to work, and then again in the evening when we're watching a movie or watching a football game or whatever, I'll just
redeeming your time, which is awesome.
Yes, right. So instead of, I don't get to sit on the couch till I've done my 7x11.
Good.
It's just like the little tricks that you've taught us. I mean, it's just, okay, what's going to be the trigger for me so that I remember?
Yeah.
That's been great. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you were very diligent and disciplined, and that's why you had great success. If you come into it half-heartedly, you will not be successful in the ways in which you maybe want to, but you were all in, and that's what it takes. So you were ready. What other kind of positive affirmations did you experience within the Visibly Fit program? I mean, were you sleeping better? Do you have more energy? Kind of where are you on those terms?
Yeah, definitely more energy. I mean, that's been awesome. I mean, I work, from 7 to 4:30, every day. And then so, I mean, it's a busy schedule. I do a lot of volunteer work. So and one of the things Wendie's teaching me too is how to say no. So there's some things
right.
because I love being a part of things and helping people. And that's, and part of it's become, used to be my excuse is why I can't exercise, because I don't have time, or I don't have time to prep these foods because I've got this to do, and realizing and understanding that really I was setting myself up to fail with the idea of I was doing good for other people. So now I have more energy, and I still have, I take my Sunday afternoons to do a lot of my prep work. That's when I do a lot of it.
And you're saying yes to you. Finally.
I'm saying yes to me.
Yeah.
Yes. So then when I do say yes to other things, I enjoy it more.
Yes, that's a good point.
One thing I just want to share this.
Yeah.
I get a John Maxwell devotion every day, and actually this one fit really well with our talk this afternoon. But he has the scripture, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for men. And that's from Colossians 3:23. And he just talks a lot about 4 truths about passion. And really, you need to have passion for you and for what God really wants for you and his purpose for your life. And that passion is what's going to drive the desire and the discipline to do the things you need to do. So like our vision board, going through and talking to ourselves in the mirror, which was, I mean, if you've never done that before, that's incredible. I mean, I've done affirmations all the time, but not in front of the mirror watching myself do them.
Sure.
Really different.
They're powerful. And again, your why was greater than staying stuck in the pain that you were in and going down the cycle or down the path that you were going on. Your goal was to release 50 pounds, and you're already at 30 pounds down. You've only got 20 to go to reach your goal. You're right on target. And so I just know you're going to accomplish that, and you're going to keep it off. It's a lifestyle. I mean, I can see that you're glowing. Your eyes are brighter. They're wider. I'm sure that clarity of thought comes easier. There's so much involved with a healthy lifestyle, and it's not just about the aesthetics, right? And I think we as women sometimes go into it with that in mind, but that's really just kind of the bonus of it all. It's what comes with what you understand and start to learn and love about yourself again, and the mindset around how you can redeem time and how you can make a big impact in your home first, in your church, in your community, just by doing the healthy, right thing to take care of the temple of the Holy Spirit. And so I think about that, and you've been such a great example of that. And I just want to say, way to go. You are an incredible, visibly fit change agent. And I'm just proud of you. I'm proud of you like a mama bear. And so I just want to say, way to go. Thank you for being a good example to your family and to the community around you. And keep going, girl. You've got this. So thanks for coming on with me.
Thank you, Wendie.
Blessings.
You too.